Hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabb's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So in this video, we're going to be having another Bitcoin on Track watch party since I realized na hindi tayo nagkaroon ng Bitcoin on Track watch party last weekend. So yeah, we are going to have a Bitcoin on Track watch party for today or tonight to be exact. So, kamusta kayo guys and how are you doing? Comment down below kung kamusta yung weekend and weekday nyo and how was your September red month. And yeah, may poll tayo ngayon dyan na nakalagay. What do you think will happen during this last week of September? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Or do you think we will consolidate for the last week of September? So, sagutin nyo yung poll nyo dyan, tapos tingnan natin ano yung common sagot ng buong community. And yeah, let's discuss the September red month. So in this video, we're going to talk about the September red month. We're going to use the historical data. We are going to talk about altcoins. We are going to talk about NFT tokens. We are also going to talk about major and macro scale Bitcoin prices and historical data as well as mga big indicators na nagsasabi kung asa na ba tayo sa buong Bitcoin crypto market natin. And yeah, we'll also dive into different indicators then na which will indicate kung asa na nga ba tayo sa ating crypto market. So if you want to support the channel guys, you can leave a donation at the YouTube super chat down below. So yeah, if you want to support the chat, you can just click the $sign dyan sa, makita mo dyan sa chat sa baba. So yeah, let's talk about Bitcoin first. And yeah, let's look at yung mga nakikita natin dito sa comments. Wake me up when September ends. Yeah, nakita ko nga rin yun eh. Ang dami nagsasabi ngayon ng wake me up when September ends. Si Benjamin Cohen nga din. Yun din yung latest title niya. Where, yun nga, tingin niya din at the end of September, after September, we are going to be back bullish na daw, according to him. But yeah, let's see ano ba yung makikita natin dito sa data. So let's start first with the Bitcoin short-term price action. So yeah, sa Bitcoin short-term price action, you can actually see na we are actually following this head and shoulders. And we had that breakout already. So ayun na, nagkaroon na tayo ng breakout and then we actually went down and we tested, actually meron tayong dalawang target. So first was the 40,000 and the 38,000. So the 40,000 was met exactly as predicted na. So, tapos na tayo dyan kasi 40,000 is our first target. And, yeah, if you're going to look at this, 40,000 is also a strong support kasi if you're going to look at the data, we previously acted this as a resistance. So, this is going to act as a strong support for the Bitcoin price. And look at that. We actually got that bounce. And, yeah, right now, we are playing around this area. So, it's either na ma-decline tayo dito sa ating neckline, but right now we are above the neckline. So yeah, 50-50 tayo ngayon as of this moment and wala tayong bagong indicators to enter into any new trade. So yeah, as of this moment, huddle muna tayo on our current position. But yeah, ano ba yung current position natin ngayon? So as previously mentioned, nag-short ako dito and then nag-set ako ng stop loss at this level. So right now, na-hit na yung stop loss ko. So wala ako ngayong short position ngayon. However, yung aking spot wallet, remember, may DCA strategy tayo dito guys na sinet up. So yung DCA strategy natin was to set a buy order at the 40,000 and at the 38,000 US dollars. So right now, yung 40,000 US dollars is na-fill na. So yeah, right now we are already in profits dito. So if you're going to look at this, kahit bumili ka lang sa spot wallet, take note. Kasi may mga iba dyan sa beginners na sinasabi na dapat mag-features ka para kumita. I don't think so. Kahit sa spot wallet, kikita ka din. Kasi look at this. The moment na nag-buy ka dyan, at that area, you can actually see na you're already 8% in profits dito sa movement na yan. So, regardless, kahit sa spot wallet, magkakaroon ka na din dyan kagad ng profit. And yeah, yung unang buy order natin was at 40K and then yung isa sa 38K. So, right now, yung isang 38K natin na buy order hindi pa na-fill. Ako personally, hindi ko nagagalawin yan kasi, yeah, what if sa future biglang bumagsak siya? At least, kahit paano, if bumagsak siya dyan, at least meron tayong pang buy order. Ngayon, you can actually play this in two different way in spot wallet. So, you could actually say na yung 38K buy order nyo, hatiin nyo siya. Pwede nyo gawin yung isa, ilagay nyo dito. And then yung isa, iiwanan nyo sa 38K. So, pwede nyo hatiin yung 38K order nyo into 40K and 38K if you want to maximize another dip if you're going to see another dip in the future. But yeah, right now, yun yung ating current play. So, huddle position put muna tayo dito sa ating Bitcoin price and of course for the whole crypto market kasi we are going to wait for the next indicators to form. But yeah, so far looking good tayo for the Bitcoin price. Kahit mag-dump or mag-pump, Bitcoin is looking healthy especially in the daily time frame, kasi let's look at the daily time frame, guys. So, let's reset the chart. And if you're going to look at this, that same area kung saan tayo nag-bounce, look at this. I don't think may mga iba nakakaalam nito, pero if you're going to look at this similar area din ng Bitcoin price, you can actually see the same support na nakuha natin was also the previous resistance. So, if you're going to look at that, I know, that was our strong resistance. So now it's actually acting as a strong support. So it's a very big move ngayon for the Bitcoin price na magkaroon tayo ng support. So yeah. So the bounce was somehow a good one and it's pretty much expected for that area. And yeah. So bigyan din natin kayo na update sa ating 10K challenge. And right now for the 10K challenge, right now we are still at a loss at a negative 6%. So that's small if you're going to ask me. Negative 6% in our PNL. Sobrang okay ngayon kasi may iba bagsak na ng negative 20, iba bagsak na negative 30 during the month of September. Samantalang tayo, we are just only negative 6%. And take note, guys, andito pa tayo sa pinakang lowest point ng ating Bitcoin price action. So far, looking good tayo ngayon for the Bitcoin price. So, yeah. So if you're going to look at this, update lang dito, Solana and Avalanche is actually the biggest mover ngayon. So positive tayo ngayon dito with at most 3% profit tayo ngayon for Solana and Avalanche. And if you're going to look at this, Cardano is yung pinakang malakas na coin dito after Solana and Avalanche. So yeah, AVAX, Solana, and Cardano yung ating good coin ngayon. And then the next is Bitcoin. And yeah, other than that, looking good naman tayo sa iba. Now, let's talk about the September red month kasi alam ko marami din sa inyo nagtataka ngayon na magiging bullish pa ba tayo sa future or hindi? Or expected ba talaga yung dump? Well, if you're going to look at this video na pinost ko last June 21, noong June 21, sinasabi na natin na we were expecting September to be a red month. And look at that. Nangyari ng ating red month ngayon and right now, I believe na we are already down. Let's start at the 1st of September. We are already down at least, let's select this and let's go to the current price action. So, as of now, we are already down negative 12%. And that's pretty small kung tutuusin. Negative 12% na down tayo for the month of September. I think we're looking pretty good right now for the Bitcoin price. Kasi if you're going to look at historical data, if you're going to look at the previous dump, yung previous dump ng September was actually around negative 17%. And right now, we are just around negative 12 to negative 14. So, yeah, medyo maliit yung dump natin ngayon for the month of September. So, yeah, I don't think na malaki yung dinump natin ngayon. So, we are looking good so far right now for the Bitcoin price, kung ako tatanungin nyo. And yeah, based on historical data, I think if you're going to look at this chart, we have been following this 10 years data set na actually 10 to 11 years. And yeah, if titingnan natin kung ano yung mangyayari dito for the month of September, but looking at this chart, you can actually see na I think we're going to see a recovery month for the month of October. So, as much as possible, we need to maximize this buying opportunity at the month of September. So yeah, as much as possible ako, nagbabay ako ngayon during this month of September. And yeah, looking good so far tayo ngayon. And may nakita din ako actually dito, if you're going to look at the 4-hour time frame, and look at the RSI. So, tingnan nyo guys, yung RSI natin is very oversold previously. And the last time na naging oversold tayo ng ganyang area was, if you're going to look at this, ang coincident nga niya eh. Kasi if you're going to look at this same oversold area, the last time na naging oversold tayo ng ganyan was September 2020. So, yeah, it's a 1-year difference and so I think it's replicating the previous historical movement. And if you're going to look at the September data, nagkaroon din tayo ng somewhat of a nagstay yung price at one area before we headed down. Pretty much similar to what happened today. So, yeah, I think the Bitcoin price is looking healthy din dito. And let's dive in naman dito sa ating ibang chart. So, let's look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. So, may mga iba nagsasabi na tapos na yung bull market, nag-reach na tayo ng peak. Well, ako honestly, I don't think so. Kasi if you're going to look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve na matagal natin pina-follow, we all know that the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve tells us kung at which point of the market cycle na tayo. So, we can say dito na ito yung bottom point. Makita natin dito yung lowest point ng market cycle, the halfway point, and the market cycle top. As you can see, noong 2014 market cycle, nagkaroon tayo ng... So let's reset this chart and then look at the current market cycle. You can actually say na we are replicating the 2014 market cycle kasi look at this. We have formed this first local top. So indicating na that was the first peak, and then I think we're going to see another peak anytime soon. But the question is, when are we going to see that peak? So if we're going to correlate the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve with this average profit and loss chart, you can actually see na we are going to see more returns around November, December, and then around January. So it would be somewhat na pwede mo sabihin na magte-take profit yung mga tao around November, December, and January. So in that case, then I think we are going to lean na market cycle top is around December, January, or February. So yun yung ating tingin natin na mangyayari dito. So yun din yung aking tingin ko. Kayo guys, ano yung tingin yung mangyayari? Anong month yung tingin yung magiging market cycle top natin? Ako, I think it's around November. I think it's December, January, or February. Now, to add to that, meron din actually sinasabi si Benjamin Cohen na meron din tayong actually diminishing returns. And kasi if you're going to look at historical data, let's try to look at the historical data. Kasi sinasabi daw dito is, sabi ni Benjamin Cohen is, as time goes by, the market cycle top, yung returns natin for the market cycle is diminishing, umuunti yung ating return, at the same time, tumatagal yung ating market cycle. So let's try to see yung kanyang theory na yon. So let's try to look at this movement. So let's draw a bar pattern from the first market cycle, and then lagay natin siya at the end of the market cycle, and then ilagay natin siya sa current market cycle from the start, and then let's get the next market cycle, and then kunin natin siya from the lowest point, siguro ito, lowest point up until the market cycle top, and then lagay natin siya sa current market cycle. So if you're going to look at this closely, you would actually see na every market cycle, every time na natatapos sa isang Bitcoin market cycle, we are going to see less returns along the way. So in this case, I think the market cycle for yung itong market cycle natin would be much longer. And if you're going to look at this, we are actually ahead of schedule dun sa ating current market cycle. So right now, I think we are just on the correct schedule ngayon for the Bitcoin market cycle. So ito yung sinasabi ni Benjamin Cohen na may diminishing return tayo and tumatagal yung ating cycle natin. So I think we are currently in that position pa din na tumagal yung ating market cycle. So in that case, if tatagal yung ating market cycle, then I think possible na around, if you're going to look at this, January, February, pwede dun yung ating makuha nating market cycle top. And yeah, around 150k siguro. But right now, ang ating foreseeable for the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve is around 148,000 yung ating peak for as of the time being. So yun yung ating pwede nating sabihin dito for the time being. So yeah, let's talk about dito sa tingnan natin yung mga comments natin dito before we dive into altcoins. Yung mga alam ko marami sa inyo nag-aabang for altcoins and then for the short-term price action. So yeah, quick shout out kay Allen Clemente. Thanks for the donation. Let's go. Nakakaiyak ang September pero madami ka matutunan. Very true. Prelim ko bukas pero crypto is life. Yeah, true. Pero unahin mo pa din yung prelims mo, of course. Any idea what month maganda mag-take profit? Well, yun yung sinabi ko kanina. I think around November, December, I think that's the best time to take profit. Finally, we've been able to watch live. Hello, welcome sa live. And then, bearish na si PLDT, sir. Haha, bearish na ba? I think looking good pa naman. December, sakto. Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about dito sa mga ating data dito na ginawa natin. So, let's dive into altcoins naman. So, let's look at Ethereum first before we head into other altcoins. So, for Ethereum, I think we are pretty much consolidating dito. But, yeah, I think it's pretty dependent pa din kay Bitcoin. And before we head into Ethereum pala, let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance muna before we head into Ethereum. So let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. And then let's give you a quick update dito before we head into all altcoins. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about, and then open natin yung ating daily chart. So right now, the dominance is actually consolidating. So you can actually see dito na the Bitcoin dominance is consolidating. And let's reset this kasi medyo magulo siya. And then let's open the dominance. So right now, for the Bitcoin dominance, I think we are in somewhat of a consolidation dito. So as you can see, the dominance is currently consolidating at this area. So you can't actually say kung pumping or declining si altcoins. If nagko-consolidate si Bitcoin dominance, then that means na kung ano yung move ni Bitcoin, susundan lang ng mga altcoins. So yun yung kagandahan ng consolidating Bitcoin dominance. Kasi we all know guys na if the Bitcoin dominance is declining, ibig sabihin yan, pag pababa yung dominance, tataas yung altcoins. Pero pag yung ating dominance is pataas, ibig sabihin nun, hihina yung altcoins. But as of the time being, the dominance is currently consolidating. Now, ibig sabihin ng consolidating, if nagko-consolidate si Bitcoin dominance, that would mean kung ano yung galaw ng Bitcoin, ganun din yung galaw ng altcoins. So that's a good thing for all altcoins holders. So if I were you, if kailangan mo mag-worry ngayon, I don't think na kailangan mo sobrang mag-worry ngayon kasi right now, the dominance is consolidating. And yeah, ang kagandahan dito kasi is if magko-consolidate pa dito tayo lalo, then of course, altcoins would be in a healthy window. But the moment na ma-break natin itong resistance na yan, the moment na umakit tayo dyan, then that would end this altcoin season ulit. So right now, we need to watch out for this closely. And yeah, let's look at the altcoin season index. Right now, the altcoin season index is also 50-50. So I think tama din yung sinasabi natin kanina kasi sabi dito, consolidating to. So consolidating kung anong galaw na altcoins, ganun din yung galaw na Bitcoin. So altcoin season index is also at the halfway area. So that would mean na we are also at the same analysis din kung ano yung sasabihin natin with the Bitcoin price. Ganun din more likely galaw na altcoins. So yeah, so far so good. And let's talk about Ethereum ngayon. So for the Ethereum price action, if you're going to look at this, nag-draw tayo kasi tayo dito ng Fibonacci Retracement. So let's hide the other indicators first and then let's look at the logarithmic chart. So if you're going to look at this, nagkaroon tayo actually ng support at this Fibonacci area of around the $2,700 area. So I think that's a good support right now for the Ethereum price action. And right now, yung ating next support is actually the $3,000. So ayun, $3,000 is our current support. So right now, if Ethereum holds this area, then I think we can more likely consolidate dito. But if this breaks this support, then I think we are going to go back to the 2.7K. But right now, Ethereum must hold this support. And let's look at the RSI naman dito. RSI is not oversold nor overbought, but the MACD is indicating na we are in an uptrend. But yeah, I think this is pretty much going to consolidate pa further for the Ethereum price action. And yeah, not much to talk about, not unless Bitcoin makes a big move. So yeah, I don't think that we're going to see a big move dito for the Ethereum price action. Not unless Bitcoin decides to make a big move. Let's look at Cardano naman. So for Cardano, alam ko ito yung matagal na inaasar ng mga tao na stablecoin. But yeah, Cardano proved itself na hindi siya stablecoin. Na katulad ng sinasabi nila joke na at some point magkakaroon din tayo na returns. So for Cardano, nag-draw tayo ng Fibonacci Retracement support. Nag-draw tayo ng Fibonacci Retracement area. And right now, the $2.1 area is actually the strongest support dito. So, if you're going to ask me kung ano magandang buy order ngayon for Cardano, I think it would be the 2.15 area. $2.15 is a good buy order. And then, 1.9 is actually also a good buy order. And actually, look at this, guys. The Cardano price action went down and it actually bounced off from our Fibonacci Retracement support. So, look at that. If you have been following this Fibonacci Retracement, then I think someone na maximize mo siya. But yeah, we weren't actually following this very closely in the past few days kasi of course, Bitcoin is making a big move. So yeah, medyo na hindi natin na-check sila. But for the time being, if you have been following Fibonacci Retracement in your chart, then yeah, I think you have been maximizing this good support. But yeah, so far bullish pa din ako for Cardano, and I think we are somewhat forming of a falling wedge. Tingnan niyo natin kung meron siyang falling wedge. Yeah, I think meron siya. But this is too steep. Medyo sobrang steep siya for me. So if that's a falling wedge, then it's possible na if mag-break siya to the upside, then ang magiging technical target natin dito would be the $3 area ulit. But yeah, parang masyado siyang steep for me to be considered as a falling wedge. But yeah, you could say na this is a falling wedge. Yeah, we can see now we are actually starting to form a declining price and then increasing RSI. Oops, mali yung ating sinelect. So you could actually say na, yeah, that could possibly a falling wedge kasi we are starting to form this increasing price while increasing RSI while declining in price. So yeah, you could say that that's a falling wedge. In that case, if this breaks out, then we might see Cardano pump to the upside. But yeah, follow nyo na lang to siguro closely in the coming days sa inyong chart. We will try to give you an update regarding dito in the coming days. But yeah, so far, this is looking good for the Cardano price action. Let's look at the daily. In the daily, yeah, sa daily increasing din yung RSI natin as compared din sa previous drop natin. So yeah, I think now is the best time to enter Cardano for the long term kasi look at that. The RSI is very low as compared sa mga previous months natin. The last time yung naging kandong kababa si RSI for the Cardano price action was around $1. So, yeah, this is looking to be a good buying opportunity right now for the Cardano price action. So, yeah, if you want to buy Cardano, then I think this is the best time to buy Cardano. Let's talk about Axie Infinity kasi alam ko marami din sa inyo nag-follow na Axie Infinity. So, let's look at this Axie Infinity price action and follow this Fibonacci retracement still. So, if you're going to look at this, nagkaroon tayo ng support at the Fibonacci retracement of $50. So, I think that's a very good buying opportunity kung nakabili ka dyan. Kasi if you have bought this, you are going to be up 33% in spot wallet alone. So, yeah, I think that's a good buying opportunity. But right now, I think Axie Infinity is more likely going to consolidate still at the $64 area up until a maximum is $80. So, I think pretty much Axie Infinity is looking very healthy kasi look at this. I think we are moving sideways for a very long time dito. And as previously mentioned, diba, the more na nagko-consolidate si coin, doon tayo more likely makita ng pump. And if you're going to look at this, Axie Infinity is still consolidating at this same area. So, yeah, we are at a healthy window right now for Axie Infinity. So, kaya ako, diba sabi ko sa inyo, nagbabay ako na Axie Infinity lately dito sa spot wallet. I think this is somewhat of a possible big move. Kasi look at this. If you're going to look at historical data, every time na nagko-consolidate si Axie Infinity, look at this. Every time na nagko-consolidate si Axie Infinity, doon tayo makita na malaking move for Axie Infinity. So we saw that first consolidate. We are seeing this similar pattern for Axie Infinity. So it has that habit of consolidating further. And it also copies what Cardano is doing. Kasi if you're going to look at the Cardano price action, ganun na ganun din si Cardano. So if you're going to look at the Cardano price action, Cardano has that habit of consolidating for a very long time before pumping. So if you're going to follow that same concept, then yeah, Cardano is in that same window area kung saan nagko-consolidate before we are going to see a pump. So yeah, kaya ako nagbabay ngayon ng Cardano kasi that area, yung window area ng consolidation, is a very good re-entry. Especially if nag-dip siya below the re-entry area, then of course that's a good buying opportunity. But yeah, you get the point na healthy consolidations are a good re-entry point for the whole crypto market. Regardless of any coin, basta na nagko-consolidate na matagal, then I think that's a good buying opportunity. So, yeah, I think this is a good buying opportunity for Axie Infinity kaya nagbabay ako lately. Let's talk about BNB naman. So, for BNB, let's look at the daily time frame. So, let's try to draw our Fibonacci retracement dito para makukuha tayo na update dito. And yeah, to draw a Fibonacci retracement, all you have to do is to select the Fib retracement tool. And then from the highest high to the lowest low. And then dyan mo makuha yung Fibonacci retracement natin. And then let's talk about the Fibonacci retracement dito. So let's look at this in the 4-hour time frame. Oops, nawala siya. Balik natin yung Fibonacci retracement. So highest high to the lowest low. And then yan. So right now, may major resistance ngayon tayo for the BNB price action which is $397 or $396. So I think if hindi natin to ma-break yung 396, then I think we're going to more likely consolidate dito sa area na yan. But regardless, I think any area dito is already a good buying opportunity for BNB. Kasi look at that. I think we saw that's a massive drop actually for BNB. That's around negative 32. So, kung ganun yung drop natin, I think that's a very good buying opportunity ngayon for BNB. Kasi at some point, we are going to see a trend reversal. Kasi if we saw a massive decline sa ating price action, especially sa ating RSI, then that would be a very good buying opportunity. Kasi look at the RSI, sobrang baba na ngayon. And at some point, we are going to go up. We are going to go to the upside for the BNB price action. And regardless sa kahit anong coin, ganun naman yung mangyayari. As long as nag-oversold tayo or bumaba yung RSI natin, then that's a good buying opportunity. So yeah, let's look at the different comments din ngayon. PVU, sir. PVU, sige, we'll look into PVU mamaya. SLP. Sige, we're going to dive in with SLP. Thanks for the donation, playing GT, EOS, EOS. Thanks for the donation, dying GT. Hi, bebe. So yeah, thanks for the donation, guys. Shoutout sa'yo. Anong course mo dati sa college dati, sir? Anong course ko? Information technology, pero focus ako sa business analytics and data architecture. So yeah, I focus heavily on predictive analytics, data analytics, business analytics, anything that is related to analytics, yun yung aking course. And then yung current work ko is actually, I'm also a business analytics, but I focus lately on data architecture pa din sa work ko. And yeah, I focus more on tax technology. So yeah, anything related to tax technology and transformation, transforming data following ETL, extract, transform, and load. And then, yeah, predictive analytics, decision support system, mga ganon. Yun yung mga latest, yun yung aking mga ginagawa ko sa work. So yeah, if you want to enter into a career like that, then yeah, I think na maganda mag-aral ngayon ng data analytics. Especially business analytics. Konti lang kasi business analytics ngayon sa buong mundo eh. So, that would be a very in-demand job kung tutuusin. And that's a very good thing din kasi you could actually use business analytics dito sa trading strategies natin. And yeah, such as things na ginagawa natin dito like the Bitcoin return. I personally grabbed this chart dito sa ating Bitcoin price actions and then saka ko siya pinlot. And then, yun lang, usual averaging technique. And then from this, data presentation by converting the average PNL into a bar chart. So, ganun lang siya. Kadali. And if you want to learn data analytics, you can actually try to message me in LinkedIn kung gusto nyo if you want to learn business analytics. And we'll see. Tingnan natin kung ano pwede mangyari. But yeah, yun yung aking course, business analytics. Specialization ko siya. And yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about NFT tokens naman. Let's talk about all NFT tokens. So, first things first, the best place to trade NFT tokens is actually in MEXC. So if you want to trade different NFT tokens, then MEXC is the best place to trade NFT tokens. So you could actually use my sign up link in the description down below if you want to claim or if you want to get trading bonuses and trading fees off from your trading fees. Just use my sign up link in the description down below. So let's look at SLP first before we head into any other NFT tokens. So, for SLP, nakita tayo actually na massive pump ha. Ngayon ko lang to actually na-check ulit. But, yeah. Piliin natin yung ibang chart. Piliin natin yung for spot. Wag tayo sa futures. SLP USDT spot chart natin. And then, let's look at this spot wallet. And then, let's select professional and then open. Nope, hindi pa tayo bullish. Look at that. We tested that same area once again. Yung ating, let's look at this. For our time frame 100 moving average. And remember, guys, we are only going to flip bullish with SLP if we break the 100 moving average. And look at that. We are rejected once again dito. So, yeah. As sinasabi ko sa inyo guys, don't always get your hopes up if nagpa-pump si SLP. Remember, ang kailangan ma-break ni SLP is the 100 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, hindi pa natin siya na-break. So, yeah, that's not a good news pa din. But I think we are overbought actually. So not a good sign. That's a selling opportunity right now for SLP. So if gusto nyo mag-exit ngayon sa SLP, that's a good selling opportunity. Or if you want to short SLP, this is a good shorting opportunity. As you can see, overbought tayo ngayon for the RSI. And remember, I think matagal ko na to sa inyo sinasabi guys na you can actually trade SLP pa din. You can actually make money out of it by just trading the RSI. Kasi look at this. You can actually buy dito sa pag nag-oversold tayo sa RSI and then sell ka pag nag-overbought. Buy and then sell. Ganun lang siya basically guys. Tingnan nyo guys. Buy 30 threshold, buy and then sell ka pag nag-70 threshold. Ganun din ulit dito, nag-30 threshold, buying opportunity, decline, bullish divergence, and then nagpumunta sa ating 70 threshold. So yeah, as you can see, matagal ko na sa inyo sinasabi guys na you can swing trade SLP pa din if you want to swing trade SLP. But yeah, if you want to exit the market, I think now is the best time kasi look at that, nag-overbought tayo sa ating SLP price action. So yeah, yun yung maganda tingnan dito guys for the SLP price action. And yeah, hindi pa din tayo bullish. May iba kasi nagsasabi na bullish na tayo to the moon. I don't think so. The data says otherwise. The data can clearly tell us kung ano na ba nangyayari sa ating SLP price action. And the RSI is a big help dito. And the RSI is telling us na hindi pa tayo bullish. Especially the moving average in the 4-hour time frame. Shoutout kay Ayo. Shoutout po kay Engineer Joe at sa mga bebe ko dyan. Thanks, Sir T. Iba ka talaga, Ayos. Si Ayos din guys yung nagsuggest ng 10k challenge natin. Saan pwede mag-short ng SLP? Wala ata sa features ng Binance. Yeah, wala sa Binance. So, kaya the best place to short SLP is actually in MEXC, guys. So, if you want to short MEXC, if you want to short MEXC tuloy, if you want to short SLP, the best place to short SLP is in MEXC talaga, guys. So, yeah. Dito yung tingin ko best place mag-trade ng SLP. Tingnan natin yung mga ibang comments din dito. All in sa Cardano? No, don't go all in. Guys, ito yung lagi ko sinasabi kahit kanino. Never go all in into any coins kasi once na nag-all in ka, it's either na pag nag-drop yan, hindi ka makakapag-buy ng dip. So that's why we never go all in into any coins or into any buying opportunity. That's why we follow a dollar cost average kasi let's say ang nangyari dito is nag-all in ka dito sa area na yan. Dito sa area na yan. Let's say nag-all in ka dyan tapos nag-decline palalo. E di ngayon wala ka tuloy pera pambili ngayon dito sa dip na yan. So that's why we never go all in. We only dollar cost average in buying opportunities. So para kahit pa paano if ever na mag-dip, meron ka pang opportunity. And the reason why we never go all in, tingnan mo yung 10k challenge natin. Kung nag-all in ka lang sa Cardano, guys, kung nag-all in ka sa Cardano at 1 point lang, then maiiwanan ka ng pump na ibang coins. So that's why we never go all in. That's why we try to diversify as much as possible. But at the same time, we leave a bigger amount of portfolio sa ating Bitcoin and Ethereum. Kasi of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum will more likely dominate the market as usual. It's just that na meron healthy performance ng Solana and Avalanche ngayon. And look at this. Yung ating small drop ni Bitcoin would actually be a bigger drop to any other altcoin. So that's why maganda na mas malaki portfolio natin for Bitcoin and Ethereum as much as possible. And yeah. So yeah, let's talk about other NFT tokens naman. Let's look into CryptoBlade skill naman. Kasi alam ko marami din sa inyo nag-aabang din na skill token update. Ang tagal natin siguro siya huling na-update eh. So right now, skill is actually consolidating, ha? Look at this. Skill is actually consolidating at this one area lang, oh. So, let's try to draw this area, yung consolidation area niya. And yeah, I think yung previous analysis natin dito is we are only going to flip bullish kay skill token if na-break natin yung 100 moving average. Right now, hindi siya na-break, so hindi pa tayo bullish. But I think this is looking very good, ha? Yung ating, tingnan nyo to, guys. Nagko-consolidate lang tayo sa isang area right now for CryptoBlade skill. However, wala siyang habit na ganun eh. Let's look at historical data. I think this is not a good opportunity right now for skill kasi skill naman, as opposed to Cardano, diba? Si Cardano, pag nagka-consolidate, umaakit siya, pati si Axie Infinity. However, kay skill, pag nagka-consolidate si skill, nagda-dump siya. Opposite siya ng usual na nakikita natin sa mga ibang altcoins. So, if you're going to follow a trend, remember guys, what we do is we follow trends dito. That's how you predict, guys. You follow historical data. And following historical data is actually called predictive analytics. Kasi of course, you're going to leverage your historical data and predict future price action following historical data. That's why it's called predictive analytics. So yeah, makita nyo guys na we're consolidating every time skill is consolidating, that after ng consolidation, dun more likely magda-dump. Nag-dump siya dun. And then, let's look at this. Previous movement ni skill, nag-consolidate siya for a very long time, tapos saka siya nag-dump. Let's look at this area again. We are seeing another consolidation right now for skill. So, yeah, I don't think that this is looking good right now for skill if you're going to follow this. We need to break the trend. So, if you want to invest in skill, we are going to invest in skill the moment na ma-break niya yung trend na lower consolidation. So the question is, when will we know if it's a good time to invest in CryptoBlade skill? Well, we are only going to consider na if it's a good investment if na-break niya yung consolidation area dito sa taas. So, the moment na nagkaroon tayo ng consolidation area tapos yung breakout niya is dito sa taas, kung yari nagkaroon tayo ng breakout dyan, then I think, dun ka lang maganda mag-invest ng skill token. Kasi look at this. The trend is, yung trend kasi ni skill, every time nagko-consolidate, nag-break siya to the downside. As opposed to ibang coins. So yeah, we follow trends dito and the trend is not looking good right now for CryptoBlade skill. So if you want to exit CryptoBlade skill, you could actually exit. But if you want to invest in skill, then you need to wait for this na ma-break niya yung trend na yan. So, yeah, if you want to invest skill talaga, you have to break the trend first before saying na we are going to flip bullish for the skill token. So, yeah, we need to follow that trend very closely and thrice na nangyari kay CryptoBlade skill. So, we have to break the trend talaga. Let's look at other dito. AVAX. O nga, no, AVAX. Maganda pag-usapan si AVAX. Kasi ako, personally, nag-invest din ako sa AVAX. Kasi, wala lang. Trip ko lang. Hindi ko talaga, nakikita ko kasi sila, pati sila Louie, sila Game Over Poi. Ang ganda ng mga analysis nila dito sa AVAX. So, if you want to check yung mga analysis, in-depth analysis with AVAX, I highly suggest na you join our Discord group na makita mo dyan in the description down below. So, you can actually join our Discord group. And then, if you want to see yung mga ibang short-term trades, yung mga scalping talaga, sila Game Over Poi and Uwu, nag-share ng kanilang technical analysis with different altcoins to be exact. But yeah, let's dive in dito kay AVAX and tingnan natin yung kanilang latest price action. So, ako kasi, hindi ko actually ina-announce yung aking recent technical analysis with AVAX, but ito yung recent na fina-follow ko lately kay AVAX is meron tayong actually Fibonacci Retracement. So, let's draw this Fibonacci Retracement. So, i-restart natin yung analysis natin dito kay AVAX para makita nyo kung paano ko siya ina-analyze. Kaya nakita ko siya na good investment. So, let's look at this price action. So, if you're going to look at previous data, nagkaroon tayo ng falling wedge. So, yeah, falling wedge is a good opportunity, especially if nag-breakout tayo dyan. However, wala siyang buy volume. But, if you're going to look at this resistance, we have this specific resistance ngayon dito kay AVAX. And the moment na na-break niya yung resistance ngayon, the moment na nagkaroon tayo ng buy volume, nagkaroon ng buy volume during this breakout resistance, then that indicated na a lot of people were entering AVAX talaga at this moment. So, is it a good time to enter AVAX? Well, 50-50 ako dyan, to be honest. Kasi if you're going to look at the daily time frame, medyo nag-overbought tayo dito with AVAX. And I think we're going to consolidate further. But we are actually in a price discovery mode ngayon with AVAX. But yeah, let's try to draw Fibonacci retracement dito and tingnan natin kung ano yung magiging next price actions natin and yung price predictions natin for AVAX for the time being. So, let's draw from the previous high to the lowest low. And then you would actually see na yung previous rejection ni AVAX was actually at the $75 area. So, makita nyo siya guys na nagkaroon tayo na resistance dyan. That's why we got rejected. And then look at that. Ang naging support natin dito for AVAX was actually the $59, which is exactly the same support ng Fibonacci retracement natin. So right now, AVAX must break this $75. So kailangan natin ng daily candle close. Mas maganda na may daily candle close tayo above in order to confirm the move. So right now, wala pa tayong daily candle close with AVAX above the $75 area. So we are not yet confirmed sa breakout niya. So ayun no. We are still playing at the $75. So, hindi pa sure yung kanyang breakout. The moment na magkaroon tayo ng daily candle close above this area, then I think, guys, if nagkaroon tayo ng daily candle close dito, then tsaka lang tayo pupunta sa next target, which is around $100 dito kay AVAX. So, $100 is possible for AVAX. However, it must break the $75 muna before we can see AVAX go to $100 US. So, as of the time being, hindi pa siya confirm kasi open pa din yung daily candle indicating na wala pang confirmation for a breakout or a movement to $100 US. So right now, I don't think na there's a confirmation yet for AVAX to go to the upside. So we have to wait for this one na mag-close above the $75 US. Si Moonboy ba? Hindi ba puro pa-hype yun lang? Sino si Moonboy? Let's talk about other altcoins. PVU. Sige, let's talk about PVUs. Hindi ko maalala actually saan meron si PVU eh. So, PVU. CoinGecko ata no? CoinGecko. So, let's look at PVU Plants versus Undead. Not sure kung saan meron pero yeah, let's try to use this one. Actually, not sure kung saan natin siya pwede tingnan. Sabihin nyo nga sa akin guys kung saan magandang platform i-analyze si PVU dyan sa comments. Tingnan natin siya. Solana. Sige, Solana. Good idea. Let's talk about Solana. So, alam natin na si Solana is nagkaroon ng sobrang laking pump to the upside, especially for quite a while. Kasi na-hype ng sobra si Solana tapos may iba nagsasabi na parabolic pump na siya. Seriously, parabolic pump na during... I don't think na magkakaroon na tayo ng parabolic pump. Not unless Bitcoin starts going parabolic. So, the moment na hindi pa nagpa-parabolic pump si Bitcoin, I don't think magpa-parabolic pump yung mga altcoins pa. So, if you're going to look at this is not parabolic. May iba kasi sinasabi na parabolic na yung pump by just looking at this chart. This is not parabolic, guys. Kasi, if you're going to look at the logarithmic chart and then i-follow natin yung kanyang exact weight ng coins, this is not parabolic. So yeah, before you mislead yourself into saying na parabolic na isang coin, I think na you need to look at the logarithmic chart kasi the logarithmic chart takes into account yung ating mga exponential growth from time to time. So as you can see dito sa chart, we are going to see na meron tayong exponential growth. Kasi if you're not going to look into a logarithmic chart, this is very misleading. Isipin na parabolic siya. Pero in reality, it's not parabolic if you're going to look at the logarithmic chart. So yeah, let's talk about Solana. So previously, ang nangyari kasi kay Solana is nagkaroon tayo ng ating descending triangle. So ito may descending triangle tayo kay Solana, indicating na magkakaroon tayo ng massive move for Solana. So ayan no. Sayang hindi natin to nakita noon no. So kung nakita natin to, then pwede natin ma-take into opportunity to. Kasi look at this guys. This is a very big move for Solana. The moment na na-break niya yung itong descending triangle. And of course, meron din tayong consolidation dyan no. So, if you're going to follow this Solana price action, meron din tayong healthy, meron tayong trend kay Solana nagkakaroon ng consolidation before having a pump, just like Cardano. So, remember, ang magandang i-trade na altcoins is yung may mga trend na nagko-consolidate tapos saka siya nagbe-break to the upside as opposed to altcoins na katulad ni CryptoBlade. Ang CryptoBlade kasi, iba yung trend niya. So we trade by the data and the trend. So as you can see, ang trend ni CryptoBlade skill is consolidate, dump, consolidate, dump. Ngayon, consolidate. Now, this is not looking good for your crypto blade. I think this is going to dump. Not unless ma-break natin yung kanyang trend. So, let's talk about Solana. For Solana naman, consolidate, pump, consolidate, pump, consolidate, pump. Then in this case, I think we're going to see another consolidation na naman kay Solana. So, let's try to draw a bar chart dito, a bar pattern kung ano yung magiging pwedeng price movement ni Solana in the coming days. So, if you're going to follow this, so let's say na susundan niyo yung kanyang movement na yan. So, in that case, you can actually see na, let's try to follow that same area very closely. Ayan. So, in that case, I think Solana is going to consolidate pa further dito. So, possible na mag-consolidate tayo for, I don't think naaabot tayo ng December for this consolidation. I don't think naaabot na ganun katagal, but siguro November yung longest time area natin na pwede mag-consolidate with Solana, but yeah, consolidations are a healthy movement siya for a re-entry. Kasi look at this. Every time na nagko-consolidate, that would be a good re-entry opportunity. So right now, if you want to re-enter, I think that's a good opportunity. Looking at the RSI, ang laki nang na-reset natin for Solana. As you can see, halfway point tayo actually for the RSI in the daily time frame. So, yeah. So, I think hindi best buying opportunity, but it's a good buying opportunity. It's not the best, if you're going to ask me. But, I think we can, kung maganda maglagay ka pa rin ng buy order below. Let's look at the moving average. 20 moving average, looking good. 50 moving average. So, I think, ang maganda dito tingnan is the 50 moving average in the daily time frame. So, yeah, 50 moving average ang maganda tingnan. Kailan ba nagpa-pump si Solana? Tingnan natin to. Well, if you're going to look at this, nag-pump si Solana if nagto-touch tayo sa 200-day moving average. So, yeah, I think this is more likely going to consolidate further for Solana muna. And I think it's for us para makapag-catch up sa ating 200-day moving average. But yeah, that's not a bad thing. Consolidations are a good thing for a coin. As you can see, consolidations in Solana is leading to a pump. So, yeah, consolidations are not a bad thing for the Solana price action. PVU Pucoin daw. Sige, may nakita na tayo for PVU. So, let's talk about PVU naman. Pag-uusapan ko nga pala din sana dapat is yung crypto money flow, but pag-usapan natin siya mamaya. Kasi sa crypto money flow, yun yung way kung saan pumapasok yung mga pera natin, kung saan mo gumagalaw. Usually yung crypto market, may iba kasi, sinasabi nila, invest ka lang dyan, aakitin, invest ka lang dito, aakit na yan. I don't think so. Hindi siya ganun. The market doesn't play by that way. That's called hype. That's not data. So, pag-usapan natin siya kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa mga coins and then kailan pa tayo dapat mag-invest sa iba't ibang coins. And yeah, let's talk about Plant versus Undead token. And this is a Pucoin. Tingnan ko lang saglit yung poll natin. Tingnan natin kung ano yung sagot ng karamihan dito sa poll. Actually, 50-50 tayo ngayon kung bullish or bearish for the last week of September. Yun yung sagot ng karamihan sa atin. So let's look at this in the 4-hour time frame. And let's talk about this Pucoin price action. Right now, declining si Pucoin. Let's use log chart. Not looking good, to be honest. Well, for me, nakukulangan ako ng data for PVU. But let's try to use moving averages dito. So, let's MA. Lagay tayo ng tatlong MA dito. 4 to be exact. And then, ganito ako guys, paano mag-setup. Ganito yung usually na ginagawa ko sa pag-setup ng indicators. 20 as the first one. So, let's select green. Kapalan natin siya. So, at least nakita nyo guys kung paano ako nag-setup ng personal indicators ko. So, 20. And the next one is 50. Lol, ayaw mag-select. Not sure ba't ayaw mag-select. 50. Reset ko nga lang siya guys. So, yeah. VeChain bossing. Sige, pasada natin mamaya si VeChain after nitong PVU. Buksan lang natin yung Canyon chart, tapos tingnan natin ano yung update for PVU. So, i-set up na lang natin siya na dire-diretso from 20 moving average, 50 moving average, 50 moving average, and then 100. Let's talk about 100. Ang lagi talaga ng Pukoy na. Lol. Anyway, at least meron na tayong 20 and 50 moving average. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 20 and 50 moving average. Right now, I think nagkakaroon tayo ng trend for PVU. Let's look at this in the daily time frame. Mukhang mas maayos siya sa daily eh. So for the daily time frame, I think 20 moving average yung maganda tingnan dito. And yeah, let's look at the 20-day moving average. You can clearly see na PVU is, yeah, it's in a downtrend. So apparently, may PLDC problem na naman tayo. But yeah, we are back. So yung ating usual na PLDC problem every time na nagkakaroon ng live tayo. But yeah, we are back. And yeah, I think pretty bearish pa din tayo for PVU. Let's balikan natin siya. So guys, can you see the screen? Can you see the stream once again? So nice, since nakikita na, let's wrap up PVU lastly dito. So before we end PVU, let's take a look at this 20-day moving average and as well as the RSI before we end PVU. So right now, PVU is actually starting to, yeah, we are oversold right now for PVU. So in this case, we might actually somehow get siguro small bounce lang dito. Yeah, such a small bounce lang tingin ko mangyari dito. Kasi nag-oversold tayo dito kay PVU. So, possible na mag-pump siya for the short term. But, yeah, possible na mag-decline siya ulit. Pero, ang good thing doon, pag nag-decline ulit, possible na mag-form siya into a bullish divergence. However, nag-form na nga tayo previously ng bullish divergence dito sa ating 4-hour time frames. If you're going to look at this, tinry niya magkaroon ng bullish divergence but hindi viable yung kanyang movement. So yeah, hindi looking good right now for PVU kung ako tatanungin nyo. Now let's talk about VeChain naman. Since may iba sa inyo naghihingi ng update kay VeChain. So let's talk about VeChain dito. So let's open VeChain. PLDC rug pull. Oo nga eh. Annoying palagi ng PLDC. So, let's talk about VeChain. I don't think na sobrang baba na ng VeChain natin ngayon, ha. Let's extend this VeChain price action. So, right now, we are actually below the 200 moving average in the 4-hour time frame, indicating na we are pretty bearish right now for VeChain. So, we are midterm bearish, indicating na midterm lang naman siya. So, if you're going to look at historical data, we are bullish with VeChain if we are above the 200 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, it means na good buying opportunity si VeChain if we are below the 200 moving average. If you're going to see this, the people who are buying below the 200 moving average has the most to gain. So, ayun na mga below. So, right now, this is a good buying opportunity for VeChain. Possible na mag-decline pa siya further, but yeah, as long as siguro pag malapit na tayo sa 20 moving average, that would be the best buying opportunity. But right now, it's a good buying opportunity regardless. So, yeah, Nag-buy ako actually ng VeChain at around $1 dito. Ay, around 1 cents to be exact. Dito 1 cents ako nag-buy. And then nag-profit siya. However, nag-decline tayo sa 200 moving average. But yeah, right now we are bearish for the midterm as of the time being kay VeChain. But yeah, that's fine. Remember na we are in it for the long term yung ating spot wallet position dito. And yeah, if you want to enter into short-term trading with VeChain, I think ang kailangan mong gawin mo is si Bitcoin, of course. But yeah, look at this. Meron tayong major resistance ngayon kay VeChain, which is around the 1 cents area. So 1 cents area is a strong resistance right now for VeChain. So possible na mag-pump si VeChain dito. However, kailangan ma-break ni VeChain itong 1 cents area if you're going to go to the upside. So ayun, kailangan niya ma-break yan. And then pag na-break niya yan, then I think doon lang tayo makita ng movement ulit to the upside above siguro around 14 cents. But right now, wala pa tayong movement doon. Let's look at this in the daily time frame. So for the daily time frame, let's look at this very closely. So for the daily time frame, yeah, we are still below. And I think that we are going to consolidate further pa dito with VeChain. Kasi it's not the best time for it to say na magpa-pump, but kung ako tatanungin mo, maganda actually magbodega ng VeChain kung ganyan yung susundin. And coincidentally, meron tayong resistance dito kay VeChain, and that is this area. So the moment siguro na ma-break ni VeChain itong resistance na yan, then I think doon tayo makita ng pump for VeChain. So yeah, we have to follow this resistance ngayon na go-form dito kay VeChain. And yeah, once na ma-break natin yan, then I think doon tayo makita ng massive pump for VeChain. But as of the time being, wala pa tayo dun sa area na yan. So, yeah. We are not expecting major pump pa, not unless ma-break na yan. Looking at the 200-day moving average, we are also below. But look at this. Ito yung maganda dito, guys, eh. Every time na below 200-day moving average si VeChain, that would indicate na it's a best buying opportunity in the daily time frame. So, if you're in for the long-term or mid-term, let's say, you want to hold VeChain for a couple of months, then this is a good buying opportunity right now. Kasi look at that. Every time na VeChain is below the 200-day moving average, that is indicating na it's a good buying opportunity. So right now, we are at that same area. So it's a good buying opportunity right now for VeChain. So yeah, I think this is looking good for the long term. If you're going to follow the daily time frame, guys, especially, maganda to, especially below the 200-day moving average, I think any coin that is below the 200-day moving average is a good buying opportunity for me, to be honest. Koti, Boss Gab, Koti naman. Sige, let's talk about Koti. Tingnan natin si Koti dito. Let's look for Koti. So, let's open the Koti chart. And then, lakihan natin siya. Wow! Actually, maganda to ah. Let's look at the log. This is actually looking healthy, guys, kung tutuusin ah. Tingnan nyo to. Meron tayong resistance dito with Koti at a daily time frame. So, yun na may resistance. I think maganda ito i-monitor ah, kung ako tatanungin. Kung na-break natin itong resistance niya na around 45 cents. 45 cents yung resistance to watch out for with Koti. If na-break natin yan, ito, then I think we are going to see a big move for Koti. Especially if you're going to look at the daily RSI, hindi tayo overbought or oversold, means na nasa consolidating area tayo. Then yeah, I think that is a good area. You could say na this is a cup and handle dito. But yeah, this is a good area right now for Koti. May nagsasabi dyan, cup and noodles. So yeah, this is looking good right now for Koti. So you can actually follow this, and siguro isi-swing trade ko to. Titingnan ko in the coming days kung ano mangyari with Koti. But yeah, the moment na ma-break ni Koti to, I think maglalagay ako ng position dyan. But we'll see in the coming days. Tingnan natin yung magiging effect niya. And the 200-day moving average is getting very tight dito. So, I think it's more likely na pwede siya mag-consolidate dito before we break this to the upside. But yeah, this is the move is getting pretty tight right now for Coty. So this is a good opportunity kung ako tatanungin. Let's look at the historical data. Let's look at the trend. Ano ba yung trend ni Coty? So, tingnan natin yung kanyang breakout. Well, actually may ganun trend si Coty kasi if you're going to look at this, the moment na magkaroon tayo ng buy volume sa breakout ng resistance niya, dun natin nakikita nagpa-pump si Coty. Same goes with the previous pump. The moment na nagkaroon tayo ng buy volume at this breakout, ito sa area na yan, nagkaroon ng buy volume, nagkaroon ng higher buys during this breakout, saka tayo nakita na malaking pump for Coty. So right now, ang kailangan mo i-watch out for Coty is we need to break this one. At the same time, we need to have higher buy volume in the daily time frame. So kailangan natin makita ng buy volume dito above in order to say na tutuloy tayo to the upside for Coty. So yun yung nakikita ko right now for Coty. Yeah, trend yung atin tinitingnan dito, guys. So yeah, that's for Coty, and let's take a last quick look with Bitcoin before we end this live. Since ang dami natin actually na capture. So let's take a last quick look with Bitcoin before we end this live. So guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube Super Chat. So if you want to support the chat, you can just click the $ down below. So with regards to Bitcoin price, so as usual, there are still no relative indicators pa din as of the time being. If we're going to look at the early time frame, well, ito guys, ito yung pwede mangyari dito. If ang mangyari dito guys, if let's say ang nangyari dito is nagkaroon tayo ng bounce, umakyat siya, tumaas, nagkaroon tayo ng higher high, pero if let's say si RSI is hindi tayo nagkaroon ng higher high, then that would mean na possible na magkaroon tayo ng bearish divergence. So ngayon yun yung kailangan natin i-watch out ngayon is if magkakaroon tayo ng bearish divergence for the Bitcoin price. So if that's the case, then I think that's a good selling opportunity for the short term. But yeah, right now, hindi pa siya confirm kasi hindi pa nagpo-form siya eh. So huwag natin siya masyado pa ungunahan. Pero the moment na magkaroon ng ganong price action, the moment na mag-pump siya, and then nagkaroon ng lower high sa RSI, then that's a good selling opportunity. Kasi if you're going to look at the previous price action, ganun din yung nangyari oh. The moment na nagkaroon siya ng pump, nag-pump siya, however, the RSI is declining, then that is a bearish divergence. And let's go back in the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I think mas maganda na magkaroon pa siya ng decline kasi tingnan nyo guys, the moment na mag-decline siya, the moment na mag-decline ulit si Bitcoin, pwede tayo magkaroon ng bullish divergence. And in that sense, if nagkaroon tayo ng bullish divergence, then that would say na magkakaroon tayo ng trend reversal to the upside. Is 38K still possible? It's getting less likely if we are going to stay above this resistance, but we are not going to rule out the 38K level kasi 38K level is a support. However, $40,000 is also a strong support if you're going to look at historical data. So I know 40,000 is also a strong resistance dito sa previous data. So right now, previous strong resistance is going to act as a strong support for the Bitcoin price. So right now, 40,000 is a very crucial level to watch out right now. And then kung sakala natin siya na break, then sakala natin titingnan si 38K. But yeah, yung 38K by orders ko hindi ko gagalawin, not unless na siguro mag-pump na tayo. But yeah, hindi ko gagalawin yung ating buy orders at the 38K. Hayaan ko lang siya. And siguro kung magkaroon na ako, if let's say umabot tayo ng next sweldo, then I think maganda maglagay dito ulit dito sa $40,000 ulit. But yeah, for the time being, I think Bitcoin is going to imitate what happened sa previous Golden Cross. So, hindi natin na pag-usapan si Golden Cross, no? So, pag-usapan natin saglit si Golden Cross. So, a Golden Cross is actually a combination of the 50-day moving average. So, pakita natin si 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. So, let's open the MA. And then, yeah, let's add the 200. So, 200 and then let's select red. So, as you can see guys, nung previous golden cross, I think ang magandang i-imitate ni Bitcoin price dito sa golden cross is more likely this 2018 start. Nung 2018 start, nagkaroon tayo ng double golden cross. So, ayan no. Nagkaroon tayo ng double golden cross. So, ayan no. Isang golden cross 1, golden cross 2. Kasi nagkaroon tayo ng consolidation dyan before we head to the upside. So, remember, ang golden cross is not for the short term. Kasi may mga iba sa inyo nagsasabi, nag-golden cross na pero bakit nagda-dump? Well, that's not how you react to a golden cross. A golden cross is an indicator for the long term. Kasi may mga iba nagsasabi na nag-golden cross na and then dapat tuloy-tuloy na siya to the upside. I don't think so. As you can see, kahit nagkaroon tayo ng golden cross, if you're going to look at this Bitcoin data, let's zoom out. Even though na nagkaroon ng golden cross, magkakaroon pa din tayo ng dip from time to time. Hindi ibig sabihin na ng golden cross, lagi na siya aakyat. Ibig sabihin ng golden cross, we are in a long-term bull market, not short-term. Kasi in the short-term, you can actually have that mini cycles along the way. So, yun, nagkakaroon tayo ng mini cycles. So, yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na golden cross doesn't mean na we are going to be bullish all the time. It means na we are in a long-term bullish trend. And if you're going to look at this, even after a golden cross, nagkakaroon pa din tayo ng dip. As you can see, this is a negative 40% dip. Ito, nagkaroon din tayo ng negative 43. This one, another negative 32. Ito, negative 29%. This one is another negative 36%. Negative 38%. And then, yung ngayong golden cross, ilang percent yung ating drop? Tingnan natin. Yung ating latest drop is around negative 16%. So, if you're going to ask me, this is a relatively small dump pa kung tutuusin. So, yeah, I don't think it's a very big dump kung ako tatanungin nyo. So, yeah, if I were you, I would be just buying off from the dip. And, yeah, I would look at this in a bigger time frame, especially if you're going to look at historical data talaga. And yeah, if we're going to look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, we are still at the halfway point. So, malaki pa din yung pwede natin itaas with the Bitcoin price action. And especially, yung ating logarithmic growth curve, ang layo pa din natin sa ating market cycle top. So yeah, ayun guys, if you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. Let's end this at this part. Masyado nang mahaba yung ating live. And yeah, if you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, guys, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video and bye-bye for now.